MK Ultra was all about mind manipulation, right?
So
and this is just part of
that mind manipulation.
Okay.
So there's another part of it, and I can't remember which part of that it was, where there would be doctors in a reverse mirror, looking and watching people with hookers, and the hookers would give them LSD. And they'd see the effect of LSD on their mind and body.
Are these German scientists that we picked up from
it
fucking
could be Operation Paperclip?
Didn't we pick up German scientists though? And we've been carrying
von Braun. NASA would never became NASA if it wasn't for von Braun, who was a Nazi engineer that came over here, and we took him and we used him for so many things.
That's it. Yeah.
There was a show on TV. Did you happen to catch it? Finding Hitler.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Do you think Hitler ran?
Or do you some people thought that they got him out and took him all the way down to Argentina.
Didn't he always have doubles?
Yeah,
of course, like Putin does.
And the Soviets ended up finding Hitler's body in Berlin, and come to find out the DNA didn't match, or some shit. The DNA didn't match his. There's another thing about the Germans as well. So we didn't have an interest in Antarctica until after World War II, or during
the Germans were
the Germans were the first ones down there.
Yes,
and they had bases already.
They had bases there, and they were the ones coming up with all this crazy technology, the V2 rocket.
They were playing with the dark arts too.
Yeah, oh yeah,
the dark arts,
occult. Yep.
The occult, and tons of drugs, which is a whole nother story. And alien technology that we didn't have yet.
Right.
They were already playing with.
Yeah. So what kind of drugs? Are you talking about medical drugs, or are you talking about drugs?
To make the super troops with.
Yeah, to make super troops.
They were doing
so if you ever
speed and shit.
Yeah, there's a video of Hitler at some sort of sports game. I don't know what the hell it was, and he's just sitting there rocking back and forth doing this.
Oh yeah,
just higher than a kite, playing with his gun, just doing this.
Oh yeah, then fuckers were tweaking. They were on meth.
Yeah, they look like half the people on the hillside over the president.
And when it comes down to alien technologies, have you ever heard of the Die Glocke?
No.
So Die Glocke was a bell-shaped
yes, I have that
object that they said was a time travel machine.
Yes.
And the Germans actually were able to manipulate this time travel machine to actually travel through time. Look it up. I can't tell you everything.
I've seen photos of this. I just didn't know the name.
It's been a long time since I've researched anything about this, but look it up. The Die Glocke and time travel.
Yeah, look it up.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, they
were on weird shit.
If you go on to CIA.gov and go to the READ room, the Freedom of Information Act room, there's a lot of stuff in there that would really surprise everyone out here. Projects that we've had. Project Looking Glass. That's another one.
What's that about?
That was more or less time travel type stuff.
Okay.
That our CIA and our military was doing.
What about Project Human Centipede? Was that German?
I don't know.
I'm just joking. Have you ever seen the movie?
No.
Human Centipede. Oh my god. It was like German fucking
Alex
doctor that he sewed people's mouths to other people's assholes, and then did a whole fucking ring of it. So they'd shit into each other's mouths, and they'd have to digest it and keep going.
No.
Oh, it's a fucking weird movie. Human Centipede.
So
that's gross.
So that is gross, but that kind of
that shit probably did happen though.
Probably not to that extent, but it definitely
did. They have an ear next to an asshole so they could hear each other?
I'm talking shit.
Yeah. That was funny.
But
the Germans had a little bit of humor.
You had Heinrich Himmler and all of that, and Joseph Goebbels over there.
Oh yeah,
they were the head of the science programs and these things like that.
What was it? Mengele?
Mengele, yeah, Joseph Mengele. They were injecting dye into these kids' eyes to make them more Aryan and shit.
Oh, fucking weird. Into their
iris.
Color. Yeah.
And of course that would blind them and whatnot. But they would find
who would have thought?
So everybody talks about the 6 million Jews, but there was also 7 million gypsies and others.
Oh yeah.
So there's something like 14 million
homosexuals and
14 or 15 million people. The victors always write history, but in Germany and in Japan, they would take twins. So out of the 14 million people, of course, there's twins in there somewhere, right?
Okay.
And they would take twins in separate rooms and chop an arm off to see if that twin would feel
affected by it,
right? Or take an arm off and sew of each of them and sew it on the other one to see if that would affect. And that wasn't even anything compared to what Japan was doing in Unit 731, mostly the Chinese.
I hated the Chinese.
Yeah, they would have some Chinese guy rape a girl, get her pregnant, so they can see what a grenade would do to a pregnant body. All kinds of just insane shit.